Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your monthly reading. This is the last one and it's for Aries. And I have a funny feeling, Aries, that you were very last time. Because I always do this thing where I stop at the end and I look at the last card and I think, what have I missed? Who have I missed? And I'm sure I did exactly the same last time, unless it's a strange case of deja vu. Aries, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for your donations, your private readings, your beautiful gifts, your everything that you give to me. I want to say a big thank you. I also want to say, remember, these readings, however, are general. If you need a private reading, please see below. If you find the reading resonates, please tick or like. If the reading doesn't resonate, then please move on to another read or another reading. Spellcaster's Tarot I'm using here. Very nice. Six of Pentacles coming straight out of the gate. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the card of equal give and take. It's about sharing the wealth. It's about making sure that you're equal and fair in your dealings. Behind that, I do have the Seven of Swords, which of course is not about being equal and fair in your dealings. The Seven of Swords can imply someone's been trying to get away with something here. Sometimes it can be something more tangible, but he's holding swords. So it's like he's trying to get away with not saying anything or get away without speaking up about something. He's stealing away in the middle of the night. You could be dealing with a King of Cups here. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. And behind that we have the Five of Swords. Okay, you are here. You may have made some sort of offer. You may have some sort of relationship going with someone and you feel like they're not putting their equal share in. In fact, they may be doing quite the opposite in this relationship and taking what doesn't belong to them. I feel that you're having a very strong toss-up on whether to stay in this or move forward. So let's see how we go with this. Knight of Wands coming up first. So the Knight of Wands is the card of moving very quickly. Although Aries, it does represent the fire signs. So with a fire sign, it often means that somebody is full of passion and being really driven to move forward here. So it could be you trying to move away from something that's no longer serving you. There is the card of Justice coming out here. So there's something karmic about a situation here that you're in. Okay, the Queen of Wands is coming up here as well. Now, this could be your energy if you're feeling this strong here. Or it could be that you're dealing with another fire sign. I feel like it's that you're dealing with another fire sign. There's this feeling here that you've rushed into something way too quickly. And now you've found out that the person you've rushed into with this is perhaps not completely on the up and up with you. I feel like someone's doing something here that isn't right. Yep, there's the Ace of Swords here. There's a need for a truth to be spoken. Or something needs to be cut out. You need to move something out of your life. Okay, so I think you thought this relationship was very stable. I think you thought it was going to go a long way. I actually think you wanted a commitment with this person because they were so right for you when you met them. But you've moved too quickly looking at this. Okay, and you didn't set good boundaries. Okay. This person has absolutely walked all over your boundaries. You could be dealing with someone narcissistic here. And look how you're feeling now. So Five of Pentacles. Feeling very, very low. Maybe even left out in the cold. You've been rushed into something. Yet you need to now close out this cycle with the world here. And you want to move forward. Your intuition is telling you that it didn't work. It's not right. You need to go. Nine of Cups. So your wish is to move away from this situation and close this cycle out. I have a feeling something like this came up last time for Aries. But let's have a little bit more of a look at it. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, which of course talks about equal give and take. But then we have the Seven of Swords, which is about someone trying to get away with something that isn't quite right. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. The Five of Swords says that you want to have a win, but you feel like you're not winning at this because I guess you thought you were moving into something that was right for you. So I have you rushing into a situation here which was most likely a karmic relationship. So let's put that out there. And I feel like now you're looking back at it wondering what went wrong, but you moved way too quickly here. There was a move by one person to push the other one into some sort of commitment, and now there's a lot of regret here. So someone has pulled it together, understands that it isn't right, is trying to cut it out and move forward. The Nine of Cups is here with the World. So they're trying to close out this whole situation here that hasn't worked. Now, the High Priestess tells me that you've been tuning into your intuition, and you see the Nine of Cups as the only way out of this situation. That's pretty much the reading. So what we might do is we might have a look at a couple of oracle cards here. I feel like you've been tricked here. I mean, it's likely you could have tricked the other person, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you, Aries. It looks like you've been tricked, or someone's tried to move you too quickly into something that hasn't served you. Now, the card of Yin has come out first. And Yin is the opposite of Yang, and it is the card of inaction. So it could be that it's taking time for you to get yourself together here. Okay. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you will see how quickly your dreams manifest. So I think what they're saying here is if you're stuck in this relationship and unable to see a way out at the moment, you take on being the observer. You watch, you see how things happen. Don't get involved. Oh my goodness. And then I pulled out the card of the observer. Okay, so 49. Spirit never ceases to amaze me. What I was going to say was I think you've got yourself into a situation with someone who's very controlling and could be quite manipulative. And I always say to people in those situations, be the observer. Watch how the person does things. Don't get involved in the drama. Don't get involved in the fights and arguments. Just watch. So this is the card of the observer. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so they come to believe these are their only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is the perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. I want to read the relationship message here for you because I think that's important to someone listening. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to a higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So it's really about safeguarding yourself in this situation. It's about keeping yourself safe, watching how things go, and making sure that you have all your ducks in a row before you move forward. But it does look like you'll be cutting this person out or cutting this situation out. Thanks, Aries.